Hey, send me another invite. Or wait, hold on. I can go to play season game. I gotta go back on my. Yeah, that one cool. That's a cool little bed right there, kitty. Too cute. Hey, gang, you got the envy?
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Titans at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Fournette once more on second down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense for the Titans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down on it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing a 4th down play to result in 23 yards. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Again, it's Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll set up to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st down, Fields gets this one to Hill. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun give to Fournette. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A first down carry for Henry. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Back to throw, Fields. Caught on a slant. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have moved out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception. And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A play fake, now Fields to throw. A check down here for Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll drop to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And the Titans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On the counter, it's Henry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To throw is Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle. A 7-yard touchdown ground. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Back now in Nashville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll set up a throw. Man open, it's Goodwin.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And this returnable for Hill. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Fields. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield. But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. This pass caught by Hamler. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal. To the air again, Fields. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that.